All right. The fourth mistake I'm seeing candidates make is being far too generic and far too general with their resumes. And their resumes come across as generic job descriptions where they're only listing job duties that they held, right? Again, I work with a lot of police officers. A lot of them on their resumes, they say that they responded to emergency calls for service. All right, that's great. I really appreciate your service, but that's the same for every single cop in America, which is about 800,000 or so. What separates you? So instead of just doing job descriptions, focus on actual achievements and accomplishments using data or metrics. One of the biggest mistakes candidates are making is being too generic with their resumes. I receive so many resumes that have absolutely no data or numbers on them other than the candidate's phone number. That's not enough. You need to be analyzing your achievements and highlighting them with data or metrics. Again, let's go back to that example I used with police officers saying they respond to emergency calls for service. You can still keep that on there, but instead of just saying something like that, say, I responded to emergency calls for service in a two square mile radius serving about 25,000 people with approximately 35 calls per shift. Again, something as simple as that sounds so much more impressive and so much better than just saying you responded to emergency calls for service. So it's going to take some work. You're going to have to go back into your work history and figure out what did you achieve, what accomplishments did happen in your professional life. But that investment is going to pay off in the long run because employers want to see people that create results, not just ones that show up and do the job. So it's going to be your job to highlight why you are the best fit for that specific job.